So, when you hear Haeundae in Busan, your mind probably jumps straight to that famous beach, right? But what if I told you the sand and the waves, that's just the starting point? Seriously, this one coastal district packs in a whole universe of experiences, and today, we're going to explore all of it.
I mean, think about it. On one side, you've got this gorgeous, sprawling 1.5-kilometer stretch of soft white sand. And then you turn around and boom, there's Korea's second tallest skyscraper just glittering and piercing the sky. That contrast right there, that's the real energy of Haeundae.
And that really gets to the heart of Hyundai's magic, doesn't it? How can one single place be this perfect, sun-drenched beach escape and also a high-tech, dazzling urban playground at the very same time? Well, we're going to find out. We're going to follow the journey all the way from sunrise to those sparkling city lights.
And to do that, we've basically mapped out the perfect one-day itinerary. First, we'll look beyond the beach itself. Then, we'll get into some daylight thrills and incredible views. After that, it's all about tasting the local life. And finally, we'll watch that sunset transform the entire skyline. Oh, and you'll definitely want to stick around to the end, because I'm going to give you all the pro tips you need to plan this exact day for yourself.
All right, let's dive right in. Section 1, Haeundae, Beyond the Beach. Let's get our bearings and really understand why this place is one of South Korea's most famous spots.
Okay, to give you an idea of just how popular this place is, get this. Haeundae Beach pulls in more than 10 million visitors every single season. We're not just talking about a local favorite here. This is a global hotspot, and it is just buzzing with energy all year long. And this quote just nails it, you know? It feels like a beach in the middle of a city, a mix of business and pleasure. It's so true. This isn't some quiet, secluded escape. It's this dynamic, living space where the rhythm of the ocean waves literally meets the pulse of a major city. And that blend, that's what makes it so unbelievably captivating.
Okay, let's move on to the daylight thrills and views. Now that the sun is up, it is time to see Haeundae from some seriously spectacular angles. First stop, the Haeundae Blue Line Park. And what's so cool about this place is that it's built entirely on an old, abandoned railway line. They've taken this piece of industrial history and turned it into one of the most beautiful coastal journeys you can possibly imagine.
So when you get here, you've got two awesome choices. You can go for the Sky Capsule, which is this private little pod that just glides slowly above the coastline. It's absolutely perfect for getting those amazing photos. Or you can hop on the beach train. It runs right at ground level, has these huge ocean-facing windows, and gives you a completely different, but still totally stunning perspective of the coast.
All right, from the coast, we're going up, like way, way up. To be exact, 411.6 meters high. We're talking about Busan X the Sky, the tallest building in the entire city. And believe me, it is your ticket to a panoramic view you will not forget.
And yeah, the views from the observatory on the 100th floor are just jaw-dropping. But there's a little surprise waiting for you one floor down, on the 99th. Yep, you can actually grab a coffee at the world's highest Starbucks. Talk about a caffeine boost with an absolutely unforgettable view. Okay, so we've seen the big, iconic sights. Now it's time to dive a little deeper, right into the heart of the neighborhood, and really get a taste of local life.
So, just a quick walk from the old train station, you stumble upon a place called Haeundae. Now, this area used to be just a quiet, old residential neighborhood, but it's gone through this incredible transformation. It's been totally reborn. Now it's like Busan's hipster central, a maze of trendy cafes, independent restaurants, and colorful murals everywhere you look. It's the kind of place you just want to wander around and get wonderfully lost in.
And of course, you absolutely cannot leave without hitting the Haeundae traditional market. I have one piece of advice for you here. Come hungry. Seriously, you've got to grab a hot tuk, those sweet-filled pancakes, some spicy tteokbokki, maybe some mandu dumplings. And hey, if you're feeling adventurous, you have to try the gumjulgo. That's grilled sea eel, a real Busan specialty. And then, for dessert, you finish it all off with some honeycomb soft serve. Perfect.
All right, as the afternoon starts to fade, we're heading into what is, for my money, the most magical part of the day. Sunset to skyline. This is where you get to watch Haeundae perform its incredible transformation.
So where are we going? We're heading right back to those famous sky capsules. You've probably seen them all over social media, and let me tell you, they went viral for a very good reason. They are just as mesmerizing in person.
riding in one of those little pods as the sun sets over the ocean with the whole Haeundae skyline lighting up behind you, it's just an incredible experience.
And once your sunset ride is over, you're going to head to the Bay 101. This is the spot. I'm talking about the ultimate evening view. From here, you can see the entire marine city skyline reflected perfectly on the water. It's a total photographer's dream.
And this really shows you the two faces of Haeundae, right? By day, it's this sun-drenched, chill coastal paradise. But by night, it just transforms into this dazzling city of lights, so spectacular that people often compare it to Hong Kong. It's that dramatic.
Okay, so now that you've seen everything that's possible in just one day, let's get practical. For this last part, we're going to cover your perfect Haeundae day, all the key tips you need to make your own trip unforgettable. Listen up, because this is important. For the Sky Capsule, you have to plan ahead. Book online, and I mean at least 2 weeks in advance, maybe even more, because those sunset time slots vanish. Here's the pro tip. Choose the route that goes from Cheongsepo to Mipo. That gives you the best view of the skyline. Grab a time slot right before sunset, and get there a little early for your boarding window so you're not rushed.
So here's a simple way to structure your day. You can hit Haeundae Beach in the morning or afternoon, head up to Busan X the Sky midday when the views are clearest, dive into the Haeundae Market for lunch or dinner, time your Sky Capsule ride for sunset, and then wrap it all up at the Bay 101 after dark. Simple as that.
You know, Haeundae really is a place that transforms from a sun-soaked paradise to a glittering metropolis, all in a single day. It's a story that completely changes with the light. So the only real question left is, what part of its story will you discover?